So a lot of people play video games, right? And even people on self-improvement play video games, okay? And they claim that it's not cope, and maybe it's not, I don't know. But the reason that they say they play video games, at least one person I saw, is that he says that basically um, he feels more productive by when he plays video games, and it's like blah blah blah, and they're like, I limit it so I only play an hour a week, all this stuff. And basically their point is, when you play a video game you care about, like maybe for me it would have been Fortnite in the past, trying to level up, but maybe GTA or whatever, or Call of Duty, you're playing a video game and you're putting your effort into it, right? So basically you're trying to improve and reach a high status in the video game, and that's time you don't spend in real life, right? So basically maybe you try to level up or get a better gun or upgrade your skin, doesn't matter. You're trying to level up, reach a higher status in the video game. Now that's time you don't spend in real life, I don't know, working out or reading, doing stuff like this, or talking to a woman, doesn't matter. This is time you spend becoming a higher status person in a game rather than real life. So this is why they say they don't like video games, and as long as you play it a little bit, it's still okay. So, right? Here's the thing with video games, okay? So last summer, in the summer of 2025, I would play video games, even though I got onto self-improvement because I had all this time during the summer. Then when school started that year, I got busy and I wanted to drop video games, but I couldn't, and I used getting busy with school as an excuse to drop it, right? Because I didn't have time to do cardio and learn and research and work out while still going to school and playing video games. So I dropped the video games, and on weekends, I still wouldn't play. I would just do a lot of cardio, go outside, have fun, read, learn, do YouTube. That's when I started my YouTube channel. And I would also work out, stuff like this, right? And so I've been pretty consistent with no video games. Like, the only times I've actually played them since then is like maybe every 2 or 3 months. Like when you go visit visit a family friend, and they're not, it's like, there's nothing to do, and they have a video game, and like everyone's playing, so you just do that, right? So that's really it. Not because I want to. Or I think a couple times I was sick and I was hella bored. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go for a run. I couldn't bike. I couldn't work out. So what I'd do is I would turn on my Xbox, and I'm like, crap, now I have to update it. I have to update all this shit on it, and I'm like, damn, that's gonna take 3 hours. I don't feel like it. So I'd turn it off. So I wouldn't play video games. But recently, about 2 weeks ago, we went on vacation, and I started playing video games again, unfortunately. And it doesn't ruin your self-improvement journey, but it definitely slows it down a lot, right? So basically, from the morning when I woke up like 7-ish until like 12 or 1 p.m., we would be at home not doing anything, and then later we'd go do something. But from that time, I wasn't in my house, right? So I couldn't like go biking or do whatever. I did sometimes, but it's not like you can go to the store and do whatever, right? Because you don't know where to go and stuff, whatever, right? So I was stuck at home, and I'd work out for about an hour, and that was it. And then I'd eat breakfast, and I'd have all this time. Maybe I'd like go for a walk and for like 30 minutes, and then it's like, now what are you gonna do? I'm bored. So I'd play video games. Played about every 1 or 2 days for about maybe an hour in total, like maybe 30 minutes here, 15 here, and then 20 minutes there. So it adds up to like an hour, right? And what I noticed, like, yeah, it was fun, but I brought a book to read, $100 Million Sales. I actually have it with me because I was reading and listening to a podcast, and I decided to make a video. $100 Million Sales, great book. I brought it to read. And I also had my phone, so I could watch like good videos and stuff to learn, like Andrew Huberman. But I didn't because I didn't want to, right? And I still struggle with reading because sometimes it's like I'm like it's boring, although it's not, and I don't really do that much instant gratification habits. But I still struggle with reading because I don't know, I get bored and I feel like picking up my phone, but I'm improving on it, right? And so I didn't want to read. I actually didn't want to work out. Believe it or not, I enjoy working out. I wasn't looking forward to it. I was like, oh, I have to train pull-ups. Damn it, I don't want to train. I didn't want to train. And I almost always want to train. So that was really, really different. And I also noticed that towards the end of the trip, it was like a 1.5 week trip. Towards the end of the trip, I don't remember what it was, but I think we went somewhere beautiful, like beautiful nature, and I wasn't actually enjoying it that much. I was like, this is nice, but it's alright. Beautiful view. You could see like a city, you could see the ocean. It's a beautiful view. We like drove there. And it's like, I'm like, this is cool, but I don't know. I'm not enjoying it that much. Even though right now, if like I had that view, I'd be like, damn, this is beautiful. Or before the trip, I would be like, so beautiful, such a beautiful view, right? And so dopamine, video games actually kind of fried my dopamine receptors a little bit, right? And when I got back from vacation, I obviously didn't play, so that's good. But I think video games actually do affect you more than you think, right? And maybe it's like you struggle with quitting video games, I don't know. But basically, just sell your console or whatever. But I don't know. It affects you more than you think, right? Because maybe you enjoy working out, but you'll enjoy it more. You'll enjoy simple things like even meditating. You'll enjoy it if you didn't play video games, right? Um, yeah. So this is what I think about the people who say this is what I think why you shouldn't play video games, right? Now, sure, there's some guys saying that you should, it's good for you, it teaches you how to level up your status in life. But here's the thing, when you're playing a video game, you're leveling up your status. This is gonna be weird, but you're becoming that alpha male, right? Nobody says this, but you're becoming like a Chad in a video game, right? Uh, but when and you become a Chad in the video game and you're satisfied, you're happy because you have high status. But in real life, you don't have high status. So you're basically tricking your brain into being satisfied even though your life is probably kind of crappy. So sure, it might teach you how to grind and level up, but you won't have the desire to level up. You see what I mean? By playing video games. And so this is why I think you should try to quit it. And if you quit video games and you maybe don't know how to level up or raise your status, kind of, that sounds weird, but you get what I mean. You'll be like unhappy, right? You'll be like, crap, if you get rid of instant gratification, no sugar, no video games, no scrolling, all that stuff, no drinking, alcohol, vaping, you know this crap, right? You get rid of that, your life is gonna suck because you don't have anything to numb it. You're gonna be like bored, maybe sad. You're gonna be like, crap, I don't have any friends to hang out with, maybe, or I don't know, shoot, I'm actually I have an ugly physique, or I have horrible grades at school or work. I don't get paid at work, stuff like this. You're gonna be like sad. And if you scroll, then you're numbing that pain. But you want the pain. Because by having this pain, you will naturally do something to fix it. And if it's not scrolling or instant gratification, what's it going to be? It's going to be fixing the problem to cope with it, but it's actually a good way to cope with it. You're fixing the problem. So this is why you shouldn't play video games. And you'll actually, like, if you have a crappy job and you're barely getting paid and you're an adult, maybe you'll like try to get a better job or learn and make your own business, stuff like this, right? If you're fat or skinny, you'll go to the gym, stuff like this. So let's review 2 points why I don't think you should play video games even if you're on self-improvement. One is that you're still frying your dopamine receptors and you don't enjoy things like working out and whatever, meditating, reading, going in nature. I say this from experience. And two is that although you learn how to level up in life, you're tricking your mind into thinking that you have a good status and all. So you're telling yourself you're chill the way you are and you don't have to work because you're perfectly fine. Alright, bro. See ya. Cheers. Bye.